I was in 8th grade, and our school introduced a new conflict resolution system called Eye to Eye. Anyone could call an Eye to Eye, and you'd sit down with a moderator and work through your conflict with the other person. We had this math teacher, Miss Columbus, who was mean and toxic. She'd say terrible things to the students. We have a couch in the back of the classroom, and one day my friend Lauren sits on the couch, and the couch breaks. And the teacher took that as an opportunity to make a joke making fun of a child's weight. And that was the final straw for me. I called an Eye to Eye with that teacher. They have this conflict resolution system. It's here for me to resolve conflict. I have a conflict with this teacher. They said anyone can call one with anyone else. But Miss Columbus had a lot of power and influence on the staff, and she was a bully to the other teachers as well. The moderator, who was supposed to moderate my one-on-one with this bullying, powerful teacher, came up to me and said, "Oh, I'm actually busy. I can't moderate it. Are you comfortable to sit down on your own?" Okay, I already called it. She's going to come after me. I guess I have to do this. I'm terrified, and I'm alone with this bully, and we sit down, and I have put on paper the conflict that I have with her, and there's supposed to be a moderator there to protect us and to let us work through this conflict together. But all of the other adults at the school were so afraid of this woman that they bailed on being a moderator. They left me alone with her, and they were like, "Screw this, we're not standing up to this woman, we're not dealing with conflict with you, you got to deal with this on your own." And she reads aloud my complaint, and she looked at me and she said, "Murphy, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Do people think I'm a bully?" And I took a deep breath and I said, "Yes, I think that a lot of people see you as a bully." And we proceeded to have a hour-long conversation about how she treats people. She looked in the mirror and was willing to see what she had done wrong. And she heard, and she started putting in the work to do it. It was a miraculous thing what Miss Columbus did, and she's one of my heroes for it. But I learned the wrong lesson that day. I went out into the world thinking that you could stand up to power and they might change, that you could hold up a mirror to a monster and they might be able to look at it clearly. The lesson I probably should have learned is what the other teachers did. At any time you try to stand up to power, those adjacent to power are going to abandon you. Someone was willing to vacate their role as the moderator because they were so scared of this bully and let a child deal with the bully on their own. People are going to shy away from conflict. People will avoid accountability at every turn if they can. That is why we need systems of justice, real justice, to hold people accountable. More often, those who have hurt others need to be forced, kicking and screaming, to look at what they've done and be forced into accountability. That is what justice looks like. And that is what we need in this world right now. Someday I'll tell you about the files and the oligarchs and the politicians, the justice and accountability I'm talking about. But the message is the same. They will avoid responsibility for their actions, no matter how horrific, unless we force them into accountability. And we cannot have peace, we cannot have safety without justice.